What's going on, you guys? It's AskCat bringing you guys another video, and in today's video we're going to be bringing you part 11 of the HYPERSCAPE series that we've been doing here on the channel. And if in case you guys haven't seen any of the other ones, so far we've been pretty much just going back through the Ubisoft catalog of HYPERSCAPE videos and pretty much just reacting to everything that they've released. So today we are going to be going through the rest of the Season 2 content that it looks like they have here. And we're probably going to end off right around here for the Season 3 cinematic trailer, and then we'll probably try to wrap up the rest of the Season 3 stuff for next video and kind of just wrap up the playlist here. So, that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series thus far, and yeah, let's get right into it. I loved TDM, dude. And I liked the whole idea of them basically just picking a random part of the map, like, throughout their map. And, like, obviously some areas work better than others, but that was, like, literally, like, a trial and error portion of the whole, like, TDM thing. It was, like, them going around to different sections of their map, really seeing if it would work as a TDM map, and if it did, and the player base liked it, it would stick around, and if not, then they would rotate it somewhere else. And if that's not exactly how they did it, that's more so kind of how it felt. And I'm sure they kind of had, like, their set zones that they were kind of pretty set on doing TDM as maps. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and continue here. I was also talking about in Season 1, how when they were talking about crossplay originally, how I didn't remember it happening until Season 2, and it seems like with how much they're talking about it finally coming into the game or this or that within Season 2, that it genuinely actually did not work properly up until Season 2, and that maybe that's why I was remembering that. But yeah, I could have swore that crossplay was not in the game up until at least Season 2, which is kind of what we're talking about right now, and it sounds like they're finally adding that, so... This map was amazing. This one, I loved this map. This is the one I was just talking about. From my recollection, and I think they've shown all three of them at this point, but I think they only had three of the maps, like 3D TDM maps. They had the one that we were talking about in one of my prior videos where it was kind of like right next to one of those giant, like, monument POI buildings. It was kind of just like a squared off city block style, kind of like a courtyard area looking thing. Don't know how to explain it really much better than that. I'm sure we'll be seeing it later on in this video. But they had, like, two other ones apart from that. One was kind of like this industrial, like, factory sort of setting. And then there was another one that was that one with that, like, rainbow spiral staircase sort of thing that you guys saw. But that one was pretty good too. So this was essentially like their free roam, like, open world, go explore the map, get familiarized with the map sort of battle royale mode. I think you were able to go against, like, bots and that sort of thing. It was kind of like a bot royale, but I think it was more so like those pods you kind of just saw this guy shooting at. It wasn't necessarily like player bots. It was more so like player pods, I guess. I don't even know how to explain it. So yeah, I definitely feel like I remember that one of them kind of doing that breakdown of the crossplay, the team deathmatch, and the Arcadium, which was essentially like the free play battle royale sort of thing. That looks like the same thing, just broken down again. Winter Festival. I feel like I vaguely remember this being a thing. I did not buy any of the skins because, honestly, at this point in time, it felt like a lot of the Halloween, or not Halloween, the holiday skins that they would come out with in battle royales or just games in general would be like super cringe. Like, this one's not terrible. That one's like eh. That one's mid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not great. Like, I don't really ever care for the Halloween, or I keep doing it, the holiday skins in general, normally. Like, Halloween skins, definitely superior to, like, Christmas or, like, St. Patrick's Day, for example. Yeah, I must have been playing Apex. I'm telling you, dude, during these events, I just didn't care for the game or something, I guess. I don't know. Like, I definitely remember playing the map a couple times while it was snowy like this, but I definitely did not buy any of the skins, like I was saying, and I definitely didn't stick around for a majority of the event. Like, it just feels like it was one of those things where Apex was doing more, Fortnite was doing more, Warzone was more than likely doing more. I don't know. It's hard to say that this is the game you would want to be on at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably part of the reason it failed. Just like after a couple of bad missteps, it just wasn't competing with, you know, the other things out at the time, if we're being entirely honest. So, yeah, I think there was this one too, the Takeshi's TDM. I remember seeing this skin, but I don't remember anything that this may be associated with. This right here is a TDM match, though. So it sounds like during this event, you had to, like, basically win TDM matches in order to get limited time cosmetics, is what it seems like. I do not remember this event. This is kind of wild. Just the whole, like, dance party freaking trailer thing. Like, what is this? It seemed like the most out-of-place trailer they've released by far so far. Dude, this trailer was so good! I vividly remember this. This is when I really felt like the game was picking up, and I was like, they're going somewhere! They're doing something! Yes! Like, look at this! Look how good this is! Mr. Red, that's his name, dude. Oh, and he's in his red tiger outfit already? That's wild. It just, like, transitioned and he changed outfits. Dude, this trailer is so clean, dude. They could have gone so far with this. If this would have been their freaking standard from the beginning. Same with that freaking, like, Apex Legends style, like, Season 2 cinematic they did. They could have went with that, too. That was sick as well. But this right here, this is peak. I remember doing this. I remember the community actually reaching this, and everybody got that freaking, that weapon. I had that weapon. Yeah, this was one of those games that was, like, tied in with, Ubisoft Connect. Like, that little app you could have on your, I'm assuming you could have it on your PC or your freaking, your console or whatever. But, yeah, this trailer, man, this is immaculate, bro. I'm just gonna, like, shut up and let it play through this time. Dude, you just saw me cheesing so big right there because Mr. Red's weapon, I had that thing. That thing with the freaking, the sheath it had, that thing is so sick. Let me go back and see if we can see it. Yeah, it's like a freaking, it has like a golden, like stretched tiger around it. Or maybe it's a dragon, honestly. But yeah, the sheath looks sick. And obviously where it's like a one-handed weapon sort of game, it was like obviously always sheathed. And that was like the only way you could see it. So you never really had that option of just like pulling out the sword. But yeah, no, it was sick regardless. Like, look at that. It's there for like not even a full second, but
Red Tiger. Here I come.
man, I'm telling you, dude, this is when it started to feel like the game was picking up, and then Season 3 just, like, straight up falls off the face of the earth, and, like, nobody hears about the game anymore. Apart from, hey, we're shutting our game down. It sucks, dude. It's so rough. Okay, that must be the one we just watched, or rewatched, rather. So, Neo-Arcadia 2.0, revamped trailer map. This is when all of those like glitches and stuff like that to the like the simulation or the hyperscape started happening that I was referring to before, back in like maybe it was season 1, but I'm pretty sure it was season 2. They had like these little like data orbs or something, like the red like blobs essentially on the ground that really were just like the beginning phases of what this season really felt like. It felt like they had so many more variations of that. Like you saw glitched vehicles, there was like broken railway systems and things like that. They took those like glitchy sort of situations or like environmental assets, I guess. They took those to like the next level essentially with this season. That's what they called it, corruption. I was trying to remember what it was called, but yeah, they basically did a bunch of this, and I will say that I do agree with a lot of people's complaints that it did feel like it was very situational in some sense. It felt like you had to go out of your way to go and see things like this around the map, rather than it just being everywhere, like the map was starting to be corrupted. And maybe they were trying to set up the whole, oh, but it can be reversed sort of thing, but we never got to that point. But I don't know, hard saying. I remember this as well, dude. Everybody was so hyped for the, like, more diverse terrain because everybody was complaining that it was all city. It was pretty much always you're running on the rooftops. There's no open areas like you'd see in Fortnite or Apex Legends or even Warzone. There's always, like, open fields and something that you're going to be able to get caught out in the open with. It didn't feel like this game had a whole lot of that. So when you started seeing things like this, people got really excited. And then again, it's like, it's very situational where it's almost like you have to go to very specific points around the map to even get things like this. And it's like, I don't know. It added to the map, but it also didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so limited in how much they added it or the ways they implemented it around the map, essentially. And this might have just straight up been an entirely new map, if we're being entirely honest. I don't think this is, like, at all the same map as Neo-Arcadia in Season 1 and 2. I think that's the whole point of the Neo-Arcadia 2.0 revamped thing. I think that's the whole point, I think, is that we're technically in a different map or a different version of the Hyperscape or something. Man, I don't know if I'm the only one feeling it, dude, but it feels like Hyperscape was really getting some fucking hype. It was really feeling like it started getting some love in Season 3, man. I don't know if maybe they did it sooner than Season 3, but it seems like they brought back that magnet hack that they had taken out for a while there. I don't know when exactly they like took that out and then it brought it back, but yeah, definitely noticed that. Season 3 was so good though. Season 2 and 3, so good. Season 1 kind of felt like Season 1 of Apex or Season 0 of Apex even, where it's like, didn't really feel like it had a whole lot and everything was like literally recolors. I don't even know. Yeah, the firewall. I thought they added that this season. I thought they maybe added it last season, and so I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, the firewall thing, dude. It's basically like if you guys have played throughout the whole series of Apex, like you guys have pretty much followed all of the updates with Lifeline, you'll know that she had like this this shield she would put down when you're rezzing people. That firewall was essentially that thing, except you could actually fire into it so much and it would break. But yeah, it pretty much works like a rampart shield, I guess you could say, from Apex, where if you're firing at it from one direction, your bullets will go through, you can shoot at enemies, that sort of thing. But if your enemies are on the outside of it, they can't shoot at you. You're basically shooting at like a health bar up until it breaks, and then you can shoot through it type thing. That's kind of how the firewall works. Look at how hectic this shit was, dude. Just let me go back and play that like last 15 seconds there. Look at how hectic this game could be sometimes. Like, you got like 6, 7 people here right now. That, let me just rephrase that. Screw the 6, 7 thing. No, there was for real a bunch of people there though, and like yeah, it could definitely feel very hectic like that at times. So other than that, we have the Season 3 launch trailer. That's what we just watched. The Basilisk cinematic story trailer. This was the last video they ever put out. And this one felt just as good as that last one we watched. This one felt like they were really setting up something big, and they just never got that opportunity to really let it play out. And it sucks to see, dude, because the storyline and the things they were setting up within the storyline, so intriguing.
Alpha and the Omega of the HYPERSCAPE. Okay, keep talking. My fragments are lost. Help me find them, and together we will rise in power. Cover! Got your back! Nice one, Hoshi. Now to get in. That's gonna take time to crack. More time than we've got. Can you hold them off? You betcha. Won't hold them for long. Better hurry. What is that? Power.
Oh, dude. And then that was actually a teaser to one of the skins they had in that battle pass. So, man, I got no words, man. I wish they would have done more of this. I wish they would have been able to do more of these like character story CGI trailers like they would have been able to do with like Apex Legends of the Outlands or Stories from the Outlands. I wish they would have been able to do something like that, in the sense of it having enough time to where it would have been able to have multiple upon multiple new additions to that whole like CGI trailer, I guess you could say, playlist at this point in time. But I don't know, dude. I really miss this game. I cannot wait for it to come back. We will definitely be back and doing more of these videos. Obviously, where we're done with the whole playlist thing here from the Ubisoft videos, that sort of thing, we will have to be doing something a little bit different. So I'm thinking about reacting to some other people's like streams or, you know, just videos that they put out. In terms of like gameplay or that sort of thing, I'm not really going to go over people's like tips and tricks videos or that sort of thing. If I do, it'll mainly just like be to like give myself a refresher on certain things that maybe I'm forgetting about, various little mechanics, that sort of thing, so that when we're going back through and watching things, it would actually make a little bit more sense when I'm going in and explaining things. If you guys have never played the game, that would be about the only reason I would watch like a tips and tricks videos or something like that with you guys here. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. And like I said, I'll be back with another HYPERSCAPE video some other time. I will definitely be making content on the game whenever it comes back out, whether that's, you know, just a client or something on PC that is basically open to the public again so that we can actually play the game, or whether Ubisoft fully actually releases the game again, which I highly doubt that will ever happen. I would love to see it, but I doubt they will ever do it. Yeah, I'll be making more content sometime in the future. I'm really excited to get back into making some content for you guys, whether that's, you know, zombies, whether that's... I've been thinking about Apex Legends a lot recently, honestly, especially going back through all the HYPERSCAPE stuff. It's really made me remember the Apex days, like back when I was kind of going back and forth between the two games. I was doing a lot of Apex, but I was also, whenever I would get fed up with Apex, I would transfer right over to HYPERSCAPE and just kind of go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, they were always fighting for my time, I guess I should say. Apex definitely had more of a grip on me just because of all the different things they were doing. HYPERSCAPE obviously had an issue with, you know, providing content and keeping things consistently fresh and engaging for the player. That's why I feel like a lot of people stuck with Apex or stuck with Fortnite, stuck with Warzone. Definitely sucks to say it, but, you know, they were not the most consistent with, you know, keeping the players engaged. And, yeah, if they do bring it back, I hope they, you know, do better with that. And if Fierce and his team get to it first, good on you guys. I'll be there. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm thinking maybe we'll do something over on my second channel. Maybe we'll do something here. Like I said, I'm thinking of Apex, maybe Forza Horizon 6. There's a couple other things I've been wanting to play, just haven't found the time to do it, so maybe it'll be one of those. I guess we'll see. See you guys in the next one. Peace.